pastor at the time was talking about how there was a woman in our congregation and she had renal failure, so she was in need of kidney. She was on dialysis. It was just a crummy situation for her, and I just really felt like the Lord was telling me that I needed to put my name on the list, and because on the list of donors, but I wasn't really sure, and I didn't want to talk to her about it at the time. Like, I didn't walk up to her and was like, hey, put my name on the list, but I felt like as a 16-year-old I really needed to discuss it with my family. I'm very close with my family, so we all sat down and talked about it, and my parents kind of voiced what their concerns were for it and what went into it, because it's not like I had a bad, I wasn't suffering with a bad kidney. I was freely giving up a good organ. And we prayed about it and we did research on it, and my mom called her within that next week. It was on a Sunday, so probably by Friday, and was like, hey, would you be interested in putting Carly's name on your donor list? And she was like, yeah, there are a lot of people on the list, and if y'all, you as her mother and are feeling confident enough in having me put her name on the list, then I will. And so some time went by before we heard anything about it. It kind of went dormant for like a year, 2 years. And then right before I turned 18, it came up again. And it was my turn to have my blood sent off to see if I was a match. And we sent it off, and I had blood drawn like 1,000,001 times. I had to do all kinds of stuff. And I got a phone call from her, and she said that I was a match and that there was another guy that was a match, but he was older, and so she wanted to know if I was like real serious about this, because she was going to go with me as the option because I was younger, and for me it would be easier for me to recover, and I would be able to bounce back faster than he would have, because he was like 50. Not that 50's old, it's just older than 18-year-old. And September 17th of 2011, I actually had applied to go to school, and I had to call them and tell them I wouldn't be able to come until the next semester, which was really sad because I was really geared up to go. But I knew that this was something I needed to do. So September 17th, 2013, did I say 13?
You said 11?
It would have been 11, yeah. Because I went to school in January of 2012. So September 17th of 2011, we went in and had the operation, and I have been perfectly healthy ever since. I can't say the same for her. She's going through, her body is rejecting my kidney, which is something that will be discussed here in more in depth, because that is something that I really struggled with. But I do believe that the Lord has a plan for her and a plan for me, and I was obedient and did what I needed to do. So I just have to trust that He's going to take care of her. And so that was why I have only one kidney.